In tonight's installment of The Lies Told by the City of Sedona, I thought it would be fun to focus on some of the whoppers that have emerged as part of this year's budget process. Beginning, of course, with the lie that it costs $98 million to run this city, when in fact you can do it for $12.5 and nobody would miss anything they actually cared about. Then there's a lie posted on the city's website that this city is interested in input from its citizens and conducts an annual citizen budget survey. We all know that's not true. There was no citizen budget survey this year because you don't actually care about the opinions of anyone who doesn't live on one of your own streets. Then there's the lie that we need to pay $9.7 million a year to be buggered by the Sedona Brutality Force, when, in point of fact, what state law actually says is that we have to have a town marshal, not Mayor Bloomberg's stormtroopers. And then there's a lie that the city of Sedona requires 206 people to run it, which is a concept that frequently comes up in the whoppers told by our major vice. At last December's retreat, Brian Fultz emphatically discouraged the addition of even one new staff position, yet this year I see him on the dais happily waving through 4 new positions. I believe it was in January 2023 that Brian Fultz said he would be a hard sell on any staff increase from that point. At the time, the number of staff positions authorized was 146. Today it is 206, and Brian Fultz has supported every budget that has increased that number of positions. In his own words, that's the sort of thing, well, it reminds you at the time he voted for those crazy $5,000 toilets just to stick it to himself. And then there's the lie that the city pretends to care about sustainability in some way because now it's got a $35 million bus barn in the budget proposal with a, wait for it, a fossil fuel gas station to refuel its future 100% electric vehicle fleet. The only good thing in this year's budget is the proposal to increase the spending allocated towards elections because city staff have suggested, well, there may be an increase in initiatives and referendums going forward. That's a very astute comment. The planning is already underway. In fact, I would encourage the council to increase the elections appropriation even further, because unless you guys make a 180-degree U-turn very, very quickly, there will be more referendums and initiatives filed in this town in the next few years than there have been in Sedona since it was incorporated. And you better have the budget to pay for them.